Embassy Nambela, the Consul General of the Indonesian Embassy. I also like to thank and appreciate Pak John for providing us the opportunity to be together this evening and provide us with this beautiful side of the meeting. Saya campur-campur ya, bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Inggris. I came to Washington DC as the economic officer at the Indonesian Embassy the first quarter in 2006. Since that time, I tried to find out what is the other economic opportunities that Indonesia can take advantage from the US market. For quite a long time, we have heard that we are trying to concentrate on how to expand our export market. This is the second largest export market for Indonesian product. Secondly, we are trying to attract more foreign direct investment coming to Indonesia. Certainly, it is still going on up to now, and we are competing with so many countries in the world. And then, we are also trying to have more Indonesian workers work overseas, including the US market. And another point, we would like to have more tourists coming to Indonesia. So those things are a kind of mantra, a kind of recipe for any countries in the world, and we are competing each other. Then I see another aspect of our daily life, which is everybody, certainly I think everybody in this room agree, we cannot avoid food in our life. And sometimes we would like to have something different with the one providing in our house. We would like to have something interesting, something surprise. Then the restaurant is the place. And I see this is one of the best opportunity to expand the economic benefit from the US market. Why? Because one of the reasons is, if you see the result of the survey of the National Restaurant Association, around 4% of the US economy rely on the restaurant business. And correct me if I'm wrong. I can show you the number. In 2009, it's reached 566 billion US dollars. It's a big and huge amount of money. And I don't know how big the Indonesian restaurants in US can take that portion. Then, with that, I tried to invite one of Indonesian colleague who is residing in Washington DC at that time to provide us with some study on how big the possibilities of Indonesian restaurant entering the market. And she told us that from various resources, the opportunity is there because Indonesian food is more or less belong to the one family of the Southeast Asia cuisine, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. And why Thailand is already I don't know how many steps in front of us. If you see the number of the Thai restaurant in US market is around 3,000. 3,000 Thai restaurant exists in the US market alone. Meanwhile, Indonesian restaurant is moving around 50 restaurants. Sometime up, sometime down. It looks like our country with so many islands. Sometimes we have so many islands, sometimes disappear. You know? Yeah. We have here restaurant owner. Maybe he can share with us also about the experience. Is it because of the management? Is it because of the market doesn't want to have the Indonesian restaurant? Is it because that the Indonesian cuisine is not widely accepted by the US buyer? I don't think it is the case, because if you see a lot of American friends who are invited to the Indonesian occasion or who spend some time in Indonesia, they always ask us, Ridwan or whoever, where can I get this food again? This is very nice food. Let's say this is a basa-basi. I don't know how to say basa-basi.
Lip service.
Yes, lip service. I don't think 100% people give it as lip service. Then the answer is, oh, you can come again to our party, or you can come again to my house. I don't think it is good. Yeah, it is not good for them, it's not good for us also. Yeah. And come to my mind how we can make this cultural asset to be an economic tangible activity for our people. So the key answer certainly goes to the business people, because the government, the embassy as a part of the government, cannot do anything in doing business because we are not allowed to do that. But as the government entity, we have the right, we are allowed to support our business activities by providing some promotion activities in any form, such as doing this seminar, providing some counseling and consultation, opening up Indonesian booths or joining a food fair. And you might see that at least the last 2 years in San Francisco, the embassy and the consulate general here always participating in fancy food fair, and it is success. And it is not only selling the Indonesian food and restaurant, but also even we are helping one of our colleagues in this room, the lady who is promoting the jamu, yeah, the herbal medicine, which is originally from Indonesia, even though it is not made in Indonesia, but at least originally the recipe coming from Indonesia, and it is widely accepted during that time. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So you see, then the thing is now how we can work together in penetrating and opening up the US market for the Indonesian restaurant. We also recommend to our office in Jakarta actually, and I hope this recommendation supported by the business community here, how to develop the identity of the Indonesian restaurant and Indonesian cuisine to be promoted in the US market. I talked with Pak Subin. Pak Subin mentioned that one of the Indonesian food which is accepted by the Western tongue, but if you cook as it is, you will have problem.